Your horse jolts sideways as cannon fire tears up the ground, and one bad fall could leave you beneath the charge. Hours earlier, you wake beside the picket line before sunrise because your horse needs attention first. You check his legs and hooves for swelling, stones, or soreness that could end today's work. Then you lead him to water, controlling his drink before the regiment begins moving. Feed is measured carefully because a hungry cavalry horse quickly becomes an unusable one. You curry dried sweat and mud from his coat before it can rub beneath the saddle. Next comes the tack, where a twisted strap or badly fitted saddle can injure horse and rider. You check the girth, bridle, and stirrup leathers before loading your cloak and field gear. Your saber hangs at your side while the short cavalry carbine rides within reach. At first light, an officer inspects horse, equipment, and turnout before anyone rides. Then the troop practices moving from column into line without horses colliding or gaps opening. You repeat turns, spacing, and controlled advances until reacting to commands becomes automatic. Saber drill follows, but the real lesson is balance, control, and keeping your horse responsive. Then routine breaks when your troop is ordered forward to find where the enemy has gone. You ride ahead of the army, scanning roads, ridges, farms, and tree lines for movement. Every rise matters because showing yourself on the skyline can reveal the patrol first. At a junction, you dismount to study fresh hoof marks, while another trooper watches the road. The tracks look recent, so the patrol spreads wider and moves more cautiously. A distant rider appears, turning quiet reconnaissance into a decision to follow or withdraw. Your officer sends you back with a report, and you turn toward headquarters at a controlled gallop. You deliver the message and rejoin the troop before the information becomes useless. By midday, saddles come off and damp backs are checked for rubbing. You eat quickly from your haversack while your horse gets most of your attention. Then you gather forage because tomorrow's march depends on hay, grain, and grazing. Local supplies are limited, making every bundle of feed another problem for the quartermaster. Rain starts during the afternoon march as mud thickens around hooves and wagon tracks. The column stretches down a narrow road, and keeping formation becomes the main job. Then a courier arrives with new orders. Enemy troops have been sighted ahead. Your troop deploys again, screening the army while officers decide whether the threat is real. You move between hedges and open ground, checking positions without staying exposed for long. Enemy skirmishers appear in the distance, and carbines come forward as both sides test the range. No grand charge follows. Your job is to observe, threaten, report, and preserve the horses. By evening, you return with more mud and less certainty about tomorrow. The horses are unsaddled, rubbed down, watered and checked before you think about resting. You clean grit from the bridle because neglected tack fails when you need it. Your saber and carbine are checked next, with damp and dirt removed before darkness. Dinner is plain and fast while sentries and pickets are assigned for the night. Your picket turn means staying awake beside the tethered horses, listening beyond the camp. Hours later, a distant shot sends everyone upright with hands reaching for reins and weapons. The alarm fades, but sleep doesn't return easily when the next sound might be real. Before dawn, orders arrive to move immediately, and the whole routine starts again in darkness. This time the regiment rides toward battle as smoke and artillery tear apart neat formations. Your horse feels every explosion, but you have to control his fear while controlling your own. When the order to advance comes, months of grooming, drilling, and patrols narrow into a few violent minutes. Could you build your working life around one horse? Constant uncertainty and an order that might change everything?